citizenship. right to the contest for the membership of the parliament and the state legislature. Eligibility to the hold certain the public officer that is the President of India, Vice President of India, Judge of the Supreme Court and the High Court, Governor of State, Attorney General of India and the Advocate General of State. Along with the above, the right the citizen also on the certain duties toward the Indian state as for the example, the paying the tax, respecting the national flag and the national anthem, defending the country and so on. In the Indian both the citizen by birth as well as the neutral citizens are the eligible for the office of the president, while in USA only the citizen by the birth and not at the neutral citizens is the eligible for the office of the president. The constitution conferred the following the right and the privilege on the citizen of the Indian and the denies the same to the alliance. Right against the discrimination on ground of the religion, race, caste, sex, or the place of the birth, Article number 15, and the right to equality of the opportunity in the matter of the public employment, the Article number 16. Right to freedom of the speech and the expression, assembly, association, movement, and resident and the provision, Article number 19, and the culture and the education right, Article number 29 and 30. Right to vote in election to the Lok Sabha and State Legislative Assembly. Right to contest for the membership of the Parliament and the State Legislature. Eligibility to the hold a certain the public office, that is the President of India, Vice President of India, Judge of Supreme Court and the High Court, Governor of State, Attorney General of the Indian and Advocate General of State. All through the above the right, the citizens also own the certain duties toward the Indian state, as for example, paying the tax, respecting the national flag and national anthem. In India, both the citizens by the birth as well as the naturalized citizens are the eligible for the office of president, while in USA, only the citizen by birth and not a naturalized citizen is the eligible for the office of the president. Constitutional provision. The Constitution deals with the citizenship from the Article number 5 to 11 under the Part 2. However, it the content neither any permanent nor any the elaborated provision in the regard. It only the identify the persons who become the citizen of the Indian, and it is the commencement that is the on January 26, 1950. It does not deal with the problem of acquisition of the loss of the citizenship. Subsequent to it is the commencement. It empower the parliament to interact in the law or provide for such the matter and any other matter relating to citizenship. According to the parliament has the Enhanced the Citizenship Act 1955, which has been amended from time to time. According to the Constitution, the following four categories of the persons become the citizen of India, and it is the commencement, that is on January 26, 1950. A person who had his the domicile in India and also the fulfill any one of the three conditions, vice if he was the born in India, or if either of these the parents was born in India, or if he was the has been the ordinarily resident in India for the 5 years immediately before the commencement of the constitution become a citizen of India. A person who the migrate to Indian from the Pakistan become an Indian citizen. if her or either of his the parents or any of his the grandparents was the born in undivided India and also the fulfill any one of the two conditions. Vice in the case he the migrate to the Indian before July 1948. He had been the ordinary resident in India since the date of the migration, or in the case either migrate to Indian on or the after July 19, 1948. He had be he had been registered as the citizen of India, but if the person could be so the registered only if he had been the resident in India for the 6 months preceding the date of his the application for registration. The person who the migrated to the Pakistan from India after March 1, 1947, but the later the return to Indian for the resettlement could become an Indian citizen. For this, he had to be the resident in Indian for 6 months preceding the date of his the application for registration. The person who or any of whose the parents or the grandparents was the born in undivided Indian but who is the ordinarily residing outside Indian shall become an the Indian citizen if he has been registered as a the citizen of Indian by the diplomatic or consul the representatives of India in the country of his the resident, whether before or the after the commencement of the constitution. Thus, this the provision covered the overseas Indians who may went to the acquire Indian citizenship. The sum of these the provision deal with the citizenship of the person domiciled in India, the person migrate for Pakistan, person migrate to Pakistan but later return, and the number is the person of Indian origin residing outside the India. The other constitutional provisions with respect to the citizenship are as follow. No person shall be a the citizen of Indian or be the demand to be a the citizen of India if he has the voluntarily acquired the citizenship of any foreign state. Every person who is or is the demand to be the citizen of India shall the continue to be such the citizen, subject to be the provision of any law made by the Parliament. The Parliament shall have the power to make any provision with respect to the acquisition and the termination of the citizenship and all other matter relating to citizenship. Citizenship Act 1955. The Citizenship Act 1955 the provide for the acquisition and loss of citizenship after the commencement of the Constitution. Originally, the Citizenship Act 1955 also the provide for the Commonwealth citizenship, but the provision was repealed by the Citizenship Amendment Act 2003. Acquisition of citizenship. The Citizenship Act of 1955 prescribed five ways of the acquiring the citizenship by birth, descendant, registration, neutralization, and incorporation of territory. By birth, the person born in India on or the after January 26, 1950, but before July 1, 1987, is the citizen of Indian by birth, irrespective of the nationality of his parent. The person born in India or on or the after July 1, 1987 is the considered as the citizen of Indian only if either of his the parent is the citizen of India at the times of his the birth. Whether those the born in the Indian on or the after December 3, 2004 are considered the citizens of Indian only if the both of their parents are citizen of Indian or one of the whose the parent is the citizen of the Indian and the uh, other is not an illegal migrant at the times of their birth. The children of the foreign diplomats the posted in Indian and the enemy alliance cannot acquire the Indian citizenship by birth. By descent is a person born the outside Indian on or the after the January 26, 1950, but before December 10, 1992 is a citizen of Indian by descent. If his the father was the citizen of the Indian at the times of his birth, a person born the outside Indian on or the after the December 10, 1993 is the considered as the citizen of Indian if the either of his the parents is the citizen of Indian at the times of his birth. December 3, 2004, the onward the person born citizen of India by the descent of a minor site to the Indian consulate shall be by registration. The citizen, the government,